Christmas time.
Merry Christmas. Your favorite movie?
Yeah, right. Well, it's that time again. It is Christmas Eve, this time December 24th, 2024. So the last time, maybe if you watched the other ones, the last time you saw us was 2023, a whole year ago.
1 year ago.
I think this is our 5th Christmas together.
Yeah.
This is the 17th one of these that I've done. So that's a long time to do something every single year without fail. So I will say, I think it's such a downer, but the first thing I always definitely talk about in the beginning is usually I'm either holding or referring to our dogs. The first video I did, 17 of these ago, I had I think at the time he was almost a year. He was less than a year, or he had just been a year, something like that. But it was Lex, my Havanese. And I made an effort every year to make him a part of these or to bring him up because he was my companion back then. But unfortunately this year, I think we talked about it last year, but Lex was going to turn 17 in February, and he did turn 17. But unfortunately, I mean, Havaneses, their lifespan and all, I think he passed away in April. And that was tough. I can't even tell you what the reason was other than just old age. It was kind of bittersweet. Got a long time with Lex, and it was one of those things you're prepared for, but you're not prepared for. But I had a very long, very caring, and very good life with Lex.
He was an old man for sure. He had a good life.
River, where'd you go, River? We did introduce a couple years ago. She was about to turn 3, and she is 3 now, and she will be 4, but she has disappeared. Our Siberian Husky, River. We'll tell you why she's not completely with us right now. But the other completely somber note is, unlike Lex, you probably remember Arrow, our golden retriever. Arrow was he was going to be 10 in October, and without warning, in the end of August, in less than 2 hours, honestly, we took Arrow to the emergency vet, and we lost Arrow to cancer. And that was really tough for us. And I'm not trying to make Libby really upset or relive it, but that's one of the reasons is to update myself, ourselves, people that watch it, and I think it's very important to bring that up because it's the first thing I always talked about. I think when I first got Arrow, I got him, it was around like December 19th or something like that. I had just moved into my new place at 3rd Street, and I brought this, golden retriever puppy on video, but he was a little chaos. And I mean, even last year, I think we were yelling at Arrow and River in the video because they were fighting, and they were best friends, fighting in the sense of playing.
Yeah.
So that was extremely tough. I think even to this day, it's, that was back in August, and here it is December, and you never fully cope with losing a family member. And Arrow was, just like Lex, he was my buddy. He was your buddy too.
Yeah.
But we are lucky enough. Look, she came to join us, and this is, oh yes.
Can you pick her up?
Oh yes, this is our host. This is River.
Oh.
And River, there was a change in River's life.
Yes.
River, 1 year ago, was not a mother. And now River is a mother. River had 2 beautiful baby boy puppies. Big boys.
Boy puppies.
On Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
And do you want to show everybody real quick?
That's
I'll keep talking. But yeah, so the first one didn't even realize. It was like, I didn't even know she was having contractions yet. I was laying with her, and I looked over, and halfway done, it was already halfway coming out. That one we are nicknaming because I don't think we're going to keep either of them right now. We do want to, with having those holes in our lives from our animal losses this year, we do want to probably fill our home again and give River, some companionship, but I don't know if we're ready yet. And Huskies by nature are a tough breed to raise, and River we got extremely lucky with, but she had 2 boys, and I'm like, I don't know if we can handle it. Some people are like, you should keep both of them, but I don't think so. That's a lot of work. But the first one that came out, we named Fixins, and the second one, Stuffin won't come, so this is Fixins.
Here you go.
You're just too close.
Oh yeah, look at him.
This is Stuffin, and the reason no, this is Fixins.
This is Vixens.
Fixins. Look at these beautiful pups. So Fixins is 4 weeks right now, or about to be 4 weeks. And the other one we nicknamed Stuffin because Stuffin was stuck coming out of River for almost an hour. We thought we were going to have to do an emergency vet visit with a C-section. But luckily we were able to work together and coax it, hand deliver it out of her, which is weird. But you know what it means.
Props to Rob. Props to Rob.
Stuffin's a real chunker.
I'm gonna try and get him.
Yeah. I keep wanting to call them females too because they're both, she's a female, but yeah. It's that was pretty exciting, and that was our lives have been a little bit chaotic because of it. The first 2 weeks we took turns sleeping in the dog room on a very large dog bed, but a dog bed nonetheless, to make sure that they weren't crushed, by River in her exhaustion. Also just making sure that she was nursing properly. It was her first litter, and it was pretty exciting. We think we might do it again before we get her fixed, just for, prosperity's sake with health and all, and maybe there are people that disagree with that, but I think it's been really good for her. She's been an excellent mother and has really stepped up. And then it kind of threw our holiday plans off a bit this year too, because we had my parents graciously came over on the 22nd and watched the puppies while I was able to go over and see Libby and the rest of her family, because they are going away to, your brother has been deployed. You can talk a little bit about that.
To Sicily. Hello. Beep, 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 beep. This is Stuffing.
Here, you can talk a little bit about it, and then I'll put Stuffing back.
Yeah, it's our first time to Europe at all, so that's very exciting, especially on Christmas. And they'll arrive on Christmas Day, so that's a nice surprise and treat. Not really a surprise, but yeah. And I think they're going to be for like 2 weeks, so that'll be awesome. That'll be so exciting. And hopefully we can do a family thing soon, so that'll be fun. Well, look how big. Can you show his paws?
Oh, yeah, Stuffin's a chunker. This is the one that got stuck.
He's huge.
These bottom paws were the 2 things I saw for the longest time just hanging out, right?
Yeah.
And we thought when he was born, we thought he was stillborn, but we were able to bring him back.
He was good.
Oh.
And they got vet checked and everything,
Yeah,
so
he's a good boy.
all good.
All right, I'll give him back into sleep.
Yeah.
Continue.
What else happened? This year, we did a lot of family things, which was really, really nice, always. We did a big get-together in the summer, actually a couple of them, where everyone came in and did a fish fry. That was fun. And what else in the summer? I feel like there was some... Oh, the beach. We all went to the beach together.
We had a dual family beach get-together. It's a big year for our families, really, getting together. It's really good that they get along.
Yeah,
it's
really nice.
I feel like I criticize my words too much. Get along, but you know what I mean. They really do get along. They text each other without us intervening or anything or orchestrating it. What else did we do? Well, if you're talking summer, trip-wise, we did... we
got another road trip in.
Yeah, we did Indianapolis again, but this time we built an extra couple days and we went to Chicago.
Yeah.
First
time.
Yeah, it was really cool. We were there the week before, or it was like 2 or 3 days before, what was it, Lollapalooza?
Yes.
And a week before the DNC.
Yeah.
So it was very busy, but we got to go up it's now called the Willis Tower, but it's the Sears Tower.
Oh my gosh. This place is very, very cool. However, if you don't love heights, it's another place where you probably don't want to go without knowing what you're doing exactly. I did know what I was doing exactly. Yeah. It was fun. I'm glad I did it, but it took me a second to step out onto that glass because
it was tough for you, I know.
You loved it.
Yeah, it was great. heights don't bother me.
And then kids were rolling around on it. Oh my gosh.
And then we did our like deep dish pizza comparison place.
Yeah.
And we did the chili, the Chicago dogs.
Chicago dog, yeah.
But then we went back down, or we drove down. We also did the national park
Yeah.
there. What was that called?
We went to Mr. Beef too. That was fun.
We did so much. I'm not going to list every single
was
thing
fun.
we
It was
did in
good.
Chicago.
It was
but
cool.
we did a national park with the beach with the power plant.
Indiana Dunes National Park.
I don't think it was Dunes. I thought you said Indiana Jones National Park. Yeah, Indiana Dunes National Park. It was all right.
Dunes.
I wouldn't call it like the best national park ever, but it was cool to see.
The Sandy Mountain business was very, very cool. I think that part
And
was
the
unique.
power plant
Yeah.
in the pictures was cool.
It was a hike because of the trail with sand, and it was
And that
uphill and
trail with the bugs, the horrible bugs we got so bad that I was like, you can't even open your mouth or your eyes. So we were like, let's go back.
we gotta go back.
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And then we doubled back down to Indianapolis, and that's where we met. Last year we talked about one of them, but we met some gentlemen through the game store and all that. We kind of developed a semi-regular board game group, which was great because prior to that we would only really just play with us, sometimes our other group, and then just family. But one of them the prior year at PAX we met with his friend from. Where's he?
Ohio?
Ohio, yeah. So anyway, we arranged for this year. We got an Airbnb and we went to Gen Con again. But we spent a good portion of it back at the Airbnb playing games for 4 consecutive days.
Yeah, I mean, we also brought games there because our goal really was to kind of like get together, obviously experience the convention, and get new things, but also play other things.
Another bittersweet thing though, because I'll just say his name, Mark. But Mark is from England and he leaves. Is it next fall? So we only have like another,
It just means we have to go over there.
Yeah, well, we have to go to England
okay.
and play games.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're still very heavily into tabletop gaming.
Played a lot this year too.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think what else. Because of the last year, I talked about our kitchen being out of commission because of the dishwasher. So that it took to the end of January.
It was very long.
It was a very long time. We were hand washing dishes for a very long time. We got that replaced. And then a week and a half ago, our dryer died. So with the puppies and trying to wash all of the sheets and blankets and stuff to keep everything sanitized, that's been a big inconvenience. It was supposed to be delivered today, and I've just been fighting with them all day. So we'll see how that goes, because they told us out of nowhere today that it's going to be delivered now New Year's Eve, and that's 8 days
but also
or 7
another
now.
holiday, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with it, so we'll see what we can.
Or is it New Year's Day? That's the holiday. Whatever.
I consider New Year's Eve just as much a holiday. And Beetlejuice 2 came out. I don't want to forget Beetlejuice came out. It's like one of my favorite movies of the year. It's
Also,
ridiculous nostalgia.
More importantly, though.
I was Beetlejuice this year too for Halloween.
Rob Twas Beetlejuice.
I was.
And
Make my millennium.
it was pretty good. It was
fun. So yeah, we didn't play a lot of D&D this year. We finished our first campaign.
Yeah, that was great.
So that was pretty exciting. But that was so long
Very
ago
fun.
that I'm like, I have to remember that we did that, because we're about to hopefully start our next level
Adventure.
into Waterdeep.
No.
Into the Yawning Portal.
I thought that was the first one.
No, we're going
I don't
into
know
the
what it
Yawning
is.
Portal to go down into Waterdeep's the city. We're going down into the Underdeep. Underdark. It's been a while, so that's what. Yeah, excited.
The
Other big things. Jess had her wedding this year, so I was able to be a best man. I was very nervous. We threw her a batch party, so I did a lot of planning for that, and it went really well. We played Jesperdy.
Yeah, that was good.
And then we went to Deep Creek, and I think you had a girls trip as well.
This summer we had a.
And 2 of your great friends had kids, right?
Yeah.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah, 2 of my friends had babies, and that's amazing. And I'm so happy for them, and they're beautiful. And yeah, we did a girls trip, which is actually where one of them told us that they were pregnant. So that was cool. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We went to the creek.
I was gonna say, it was. I mean, most of the times we try to. I used to watch all of these leading up to it, so I know where I could do some updates and all. At this point, we watched last year's, and it's always amazing how much happens in a year and how much time you lose just thinking about like, oh, whoa, that happened that year. Oh, I thought that was longer ago, or I thought that was this year, or you know. So it's been a very busy year. Like I said, up and down, for sure. But just as always, I'm really happy to have spent it with Libby, and it's been really good. Your family's been wonderful. I don't think there's really any updates as far as any changes. Everything's pretty much the same. That also goes the same for me for work. Still working at Hopkins, still doing IT management for AAP. No real changes other than, growing responsibilities and growing community, and yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah.
Your job
Same,
too?
Yeah. Same, UMB and office manager, so
Yeah.
and busy as always.
And as far as...
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say finish that because I'm going to say...
I was just going to say as far as that goes, though, it's nice to have a break.
Yeah. As far as
the holidays are wonderful.
Future plans,
You did a lot of art this year, though.
I was going to say I did a couple paintings. Beetlejuice painting.
There's one
Right there, but
there.
you can't see it. But yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, it has been a really, really nice year.
As rough as it is, I don't want to overshadow that, but
No.
that was tough. And I mentioned them, I think, when you were in the other room, of whether or not we were going to keep one of the puppies. We're still up in the air about it, but I just think we need a little more time.
What's better than one husk?
Yeah.
3 husks.
Oh boy. 3 husks. We got very lucky with River. River is amazing. And just on her own, she's been sad, and you could tell she the puppies have been keeping her very busy. I think at this point she's sort of done with it, as I think most dogs.
I think this is the time where it dwindles a little for at least the constant supervision.
But we start taking her for walks daily, and she's been very responsible, and she's very trustworthy in that regard.
She's very good.
But yeah, she's literally, you can't see her, but she's laying with her neck against the tripod leg.
She always has to be touching something incorporated.
But
the cat of the dog.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't want to cut it short, but this isn't short. It's 17 minutes, so not too bad.
And we're still recording, so that's good.
Yeah.
I forgot to check.
No, I've been talking. It's all good. I'm sorry if the sound
job.
sounds like it's going in and out. I'm sure it's the autofocus. We just use the onboard. I don't even edit these things anymore. I kind of just throw them together. But in case I don't see you next year because I have ceased to exist on this planet, it's been a pleasure. Otherwise, we will see you next year on December 24th, 2025.
Wow.
It'll be, Woo. All right.
That's weird.
See you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.